Good evening. My author that I chose for the author, poet, illustrator study, he's actually an author and a poet, is Brian Cleary, Brian P. Cleary. And Brian grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. He went to a Catholic school, and when he was in 5th grade, he told a joke to a Cleveland radio station, and that began his love of humor. And he found poetry to be helpful in his learning. So he became a poet. He is the senior editor on the humor staff at the American Greetings Corporation in Cleveland, still lives in Cleveland, and he visits schools and does presentations with his work. He has Words Are Categorical. It's a series. As you can see here, words are categorical. He has a series of Math is Categorical and Sounds Like Reading. And he just uses humor in his work. These were some of the books I chose from the Words Are Categorical selection. This one is A Mink and Fink and Skating Rink. What is a noun? And then there's also To Root, To Toot, To Parachute. What is a verb? And Hairy, Scary, Ordinary. What is an adjective? And this is actually the book I will be reading. And it is by Brian Cleary and illustrated by Jenya Prodsmitsky. Hairy, Scary, Ordinary. What is an adjective? An adjective, a word that describes a thing, idea, or living thing. Living being, excuse me. Hairy, Scary, Ordinary. What is an adjective? Adjectives are words like hairy, scary, cool, and ordinary. They describe like tan and tall, funny, frisky, smooth, and small. As you can see, the illustrations have humor as well. They tell us things are orange or green, hot or cold, or in between. Leaky, squeaky, ancient, new, easy breezy, broken, blue. Adjectives help tell us more, like narrow, street, or favorite store. Hilly, chilly, fast and fun, undercooked and overdone. They tell us of an old black boot, a rainy day, a wrinkled suit, a silly teacher, giant hair, a large cow at the local fair. And all of the adjectives are in a different color in the book. Kickballs that are red and rubber. Spots clean fur each time you scrub her. Cold dark mornings, hot pink shades. Young girls drinking lemonades. I actually tried to use that as a verb. Spots clean, but spots as in the animal. They tell if root beer's flat or frizzy, and if your street is quiet or busy. That treats are yummy, shakes are thick, and if your tummy's calm or sick. They're colorful like mauve and puce. They help explain like lean and loose. Baggy, saggy, stretchy, strung. Much too short or way too long. Adjectives are words like flashy, vibrant, bright, and somewhat trashy. Frilly, silly, polka-dotted, single-looped, or double-knotted. Words like spunky, rather clunky, priceless, nice, or or downright junky. Speedy, spoiled, spiffy, spare, thrifty, nifty, bronze and bare. They modify nouns in ways that help tell us if someone's sincere, delighted, or jealous. If jackets are herringbone, pinstriped, or plaid. If babies are crabby, excited, or glad. They tell us that shows are stupid or funny. Of books that are stuffy, amazing, or puny. Of looks that are frightening, dogs that are stray. Of coffee that's black in a cup that is gray. Adjectives help us describe when we're tired, or say when we're grumpy, or when we are wired. Without 'em, we couldn't tell Mom how we feel, like hungry, or hurting, or ready to squeal. Lopsided, one-sided, ball games that bore us. The sweet, gentle sounds that descend from the chorus. Mighty blue oceans and tiny red rings. Adjectives tell us of all of these things. So what's in an adjective? Do you know? And that is the end. A fun activity that I would do actually with all of these books. These are just 3 of them, but there's, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, the math ones. But with these, the verbs, adverbs, those types of things, I think a fun, to find a fun Mad Lib, to have the kids, fill out, pick a verb, pick an adjective, pick a noun, and make it a humorous activity. I think that would be a lot of fun, especially with like 3rd, 4th grade, when they're really starting to learn more about nouns and verbs, adjectives. They start to learn, the subject, the predicate, that kind of stuff. I think it would just be fun to really get them excited for the assignment and just find a cute one. I did kind of research a little bit, and there was one about like the school cafeteria, and I think that would be just a cute one to do. But as you can see, definitely some humor with Brian Cleary, and I think throwing humor in learning is a great deal of fun for everyone. And sorry, my son just joined me. So anyway, that is what I discovered on the author, poet, illustrator study. And I look forward to actually reading more of these to my students in the future. Thank you.